Hey guys, it's MrCrayfish and welcome back to Vehicle Wednesday. Today marks a historical moment because today I'm going to be showing you guys how to craft vehicles in survival mode. You heard me correct, guys. The vehicle mod is now survival mode friendly, and today we're going to be doing a full walkthrough on how to actually craft them, because you're going to need to get a new block. You're going to have to gather some materials, and then I'm going to show you guys how to use the new block and put it all together, and it's going to be exciting. So if you guys are hyped for this video today and you're excited for this new feature, remember to go ahead and snap that like button right in half, subscribe, and also turn on your bell notifications. But we're going to get straight into this because this is just so amazing. You guys are going to be so excited for this. So we are not going to be heading to Cray Industries. We're actually going to be heading to my old garage, because if you don't know, we actually have a little bit of a workshop set up there, and you'll be seeing the brand new block which has been added into the mod here. So here we are at the old garage place. If you don't know, this is where I used to reveal brand new vehicles in Vehicle Wednesday. However, we kind of switched that over to the Cray Industries showroom. But let's go ahead, let's open this up. Look at this, got my truck in here. Let's reverse that out real quickly. I've been working on this thing. I've been tuning it up and making it run faster, kind of. But inside here, you might see a brand new block. What's this in front of us here? This here is the Workstation, and this is essentially a crafting table for vehicles. Now, before we go ahead and right click it, because this thing does have a GUI, one thing I want to point out is that it actually comes in 3 different variations. So we have the normal one, we have one that has a Cray Industries cup on it, which is a little bit weird in shaders. It's not supposed to look like black like that. And then we also have another variation where it has the paper and pencil on it. So these are actually completely random. It really kind of depends where you place the actual blocks down. As you can see, we didn't really get any there. Let's go ahead. And there you go. So as you can see, it's kind of just random how it works. So we're going to go ahead and right click on it now, and this is going to bring up the brand new GUI for this block. So we right click this here and have a look at this. So basically, we have our inventory down here. We have a list of the materials that are required to create the selected vehicle. Currently, we have the aluminum boat selected, but if we want to, we can press the right arrow here and actually scroll through all the vehicles. It's still a little bit broken. It's still a little bit broken, but if we continue through here, we can see we've got the bath, we've got the trailer, the sports plane, and over to the right here, look, it needs 180 iron ingots, 16 glass panes, 18 redstone, and 3 wheels. So we're going to switch to survival mode right now, and we're going to start this from complete scratch. So the first thing that we're going to do is actually craft the workstation, and then we are going to craft a vehicle. So let's switch over now. So game mode S, completely survival mode. Let's do this. So let's grab some materials. So I actually created a chest out here earlier. So we're going to create the workstation block. Let's bring all these out here. Let's go to the crafting table, and let's pop in 2 red concrete like that, or 2 on each side, light grey concrete at the top, crafting table in the middle, and then a chest at the bottom, and then that will give you one of the workstations. Perfect. So let's go ahead, we'll place this out here, place that right there, looks nice and good. And we need to decide on what vehicle we are going to create. So I think I'm actually going to be creating the moped. So what we need for the moped is 36 iron ingots, 2 iron bars, 4 black wool, and 2 wheels. I felt like I was reading out a redstone tutorial material list there for a second. So let's go ahead, let's grab those materials. So we have iron ingots, we have 2 iron bars, some black wool, and then some wheels. Now, you might be wondering, how do you craft wheels? And I'll show you guys in a second here. So now that we've actually got those materials in our inventory, you'll notice that over to the right here, these ingredients are no longer red. And that is because we actually have at least these materials in our inventory. If I was to pick up the black wool here, as you can see, it's kind of gone red now because I'm actually holding it. It's not in my inventory. So technically I don't have the materials to craft this, but once I do place it in there, it will register that I've got all the materials. And you'll know because the craft button at the top left here will be clickable. When it's not, you can't actually click it. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So we do have all the materials here. So we're going to go ahead, simply press craft, and that was intentional. That's the new feature, guys. When you craft the vehicle, it crashes the game. What the heck happened? Will this work now? Who knows? Is it gonna crash again? Potentially. Because we all know I'm extremely bad code. I'm not, alright. Let's do that again, shall we? Let's do that again. Sneakily switch back to creative mode here and grab out those materials. Alright, switch back to survival mode. Let's continue where we were. So now we can craft the vehicle. Hopefully now it shouldn't crash. Pray right now. Pray, everybody. Pray. I hope you're praying at home. I hope you're praying right now. If you're not, unsubscribe from my channel. Okay? Alright, let's go ahead. Let's craft this. 3, 2, 1. Ooh! There it is. So when you craft the vehicle, off the top of the workstation will pop off a vehicle crate with the vehicle you just crafted. And you might have noticed as well, it actually does take the materials. So as you can see, we now have 62 iron bars compared to 64 because it consumed 2 of the iron bars. And then pretty much like normal, you place this down. Now if you don't remember, you do actually need a wrench to open up one of these. So if we go ahead and we go back here, where is it? Vehicle mod, you need to get a wrench. Now how do you craft a wrench? Well, I haven't shown that, but if we take a look at the crafting recipe here, we simply have 3 iron ingots, a rose red dye at the top, and then a grey concrete at the bottom, and that will give you a wrench. So once you've got that, simply go ahead, right click the top of the vehicle crate, and out will come your vehicle ready to be ridden. Now obviously, does this thing have, oh no, we're in creative mode. If we were in survival mode here, as you can see, we have no fuel in this thing, so you will need to make sure you have some fuel generated as well. I might make it so vehicles do come with some fuel when you first create them, but only a little bit, only a little smidge, just so you can actually get it to the nearest gas station. So there we have it. We legitimately got a vehicle purely in survival mode. This is amazing. So this is just one of the things you guys have been asking for so long. Like literally every Vehicle Wednesday video. When's the crafting coming, Crayfish? When is it coming? Well, it's out now, guys. You can download this update. It's available right now. Link in the description below. We are going to be checking out a couple more changes right now because not only have we added some crafting, there are actually some new features about. Let's have a look here. I think it's the fluid. Oh no, it's the fluid mixer. We have a brand new GUI. Well, not like brand new, but an improved GUI, which you guys are going to like the look of. So if we take a look at this real quickly, still looks the same, but if we were to pump in, let's go ahead, let's grab out some coal here because we need to power it. Pop that into there. Let's go ahead and put some fluids into here. So let's grab out a pipe and plug that into there. We also plug something into there. We'll grab out a pump. Hopefully this will work. What is that? That is not a pump. That is something else. Alright, here we go. So it looks like, okay, so we don't have enough in here yet for it to actually mix, but if we wait to the next stage, it should mix. It should. Fingers crossed. My mod's hopefully not broken. Oh no, we're missing something. Hold up, we're missing glowstone dust. Completely forgot how my mod works. Have a look at this. So how cool is this new progress bar? It like actually mixes the fluids together and then creates fuelium at the end here. It's amazing. This is like one of the coolest progress bars in any sort of mod I think I've ever seen. So thank you so much, Phylogeny, for adding this into the mod. Really appreciated. So now that we've actually got some fuelium here, we could, if we wanted to, get a jerry can. Let's grab out one of these small ones here. Oopsie, we might actually just have to give ourselves a jerry can. So let's go give MrCrayfish jerry can. There is actually a crafting recipe for this now. So if we actually take a look at this, pop that onto, come on, here we go. So jerry can requires rose red at the top two corners, hopper at the top, and then iron ingots like that, and that will give you a jerry can. So one downside to this is that I haven't actually implemented a way to swap out the engine yet, but that will be coming most likely in the next update, so look out for that. I'm also going to be doing some changes to the UI of the workstation and going to make it a little bit more friendlier for when you're crafting vehicles, because right now it's kind of unfinished. This craft button, I didn't plan for it to be there. I'm going to have the name here actually rendering centered above the vehicle. We're actually going to put some UI elements over here and reduce the number of material item entries we can have, just because there's no sort of vehicle that's using, I think there's 10 entries which are possible, and I think the most that one's using is actually 5, so we can easily get rid of like 3 and then utilize some of this space for other components. Now as well, there is also some crafting recipes for all the other items in the mod too. So if we take a look at spray can, as you can see, we got iron like this, bucket in the middle, and then bone meal at the top. The key is just grey concrete, iron ingots like that. To get the wood tier engine, we have redstone at the top corners, oak in the middle, pistons on the side, furnace in the middle, then 2 iron ingots at the bottom with a block of iron in the middle, and that will give you a wooden engine. But if you want to upgrade to a diamond, you got to go through the tiers. So you put a wood engine in there and then surround it by stone. And then to get to the iron, you get a stone engine and surround it with iron ingots. To get the gold, an iron engine and surround it with gold ingots. And then finally, the diamond engine is a gold engine surrounded by diamonds. We have the traffic cone, so simply orange concrete, white concrete, then orange concrete, and that will give you 8 traffic cones. The jerry can we've already seen. We have the fluid mixer, so iron at the top, hopper, brewing stand, hopper, and then some more iron ingots with a redstone block in the middle, and that will give you the fluid mixer. The industrial jerry can, so this is a little bit different. It uses green cactus at the top 2 corners, the hopper at the center, 2 iron ingots for the middle row, and then 2 blocks of iron with an iron ingot in the middle on the bottom row there. What else have we seen? We've seen the wrench. We can craft the gas pump, which is not usable right now, but iron ingots on the side, fuel drum in the middle, redstone block down the bottom, and then a dispenser at the top. The fluid extractor, iron at the top, iron at the bottom, then glass, piston, and block of redstone. The pipes here are very simple, so 5 iron ingots and then 2 glass. Now this is supposed to give you more than 1. I'll have to look into that because it should be giving you, I think, 16 or 8 of them. Not really sure what's up with that. The fluid pump, pretty simple. Iron ingots similar to the pipe, but then a hopper and a dispenser. The fuel drums, so iron ingots at the top, iron ingots at the bottom, 2 blocks of iron on either side, and then a bucket in the middle. That will give you a fuel drum. To get the industrial one, it's a little bit more expensive. So we have iron at the top, blocks of iron around the bottom there, and then a bucket in the middle, and that will give you a industrial fuel drum, which is actually more cost effective than the regular fuel drum. So if you want to save as much iron as possible, it's better to get the industrial ones rather than the regular. The vehicle crates don't have recipes. That's where the workstation comes in. That's where you actually obtain these from. And again, the workstation crafting recipe is light grey concrete at the top, red concrete's on the side, chest at the bottom, and then a crafting table in the middle. The boost ramps finally have recipes too. So if we take a look at the normal boost pad, we have lime concrete, black concrete, and then lime again at the top, blaze, powered rail blaze, and then iron at the bottom, and that will give you 4 boost pads. Then to craft the other ones, so for the boost ramp, we have grey concrete and then 2 boost pads like that, and that will give you 2 boost ramps. And then for the steep boost ramp, it is simply 3 grey concrete this time, and then 3 boost pads like that, and that will give you a steep version of the ramp. And that is pretty much it for all the crafting recipes. I completely forgot about this, but the crafting recipe for the wheel. Now some say this is not ethical, but I say this is ingenious, because we've got black wool in the corners, we've got leather at the top, we've got iron ingots on either side, and then to inflate the tire, we're using a puffer fish. Yep, I did that, guys. I did that. The puffer fish, because it puffs up, it can inflate the tire on the inside. So every vehicle you drive around in the vehicle mod, each tire has a puffer fish inside of it, keeping it pumped up. The poor puffer fish that went into creating this. Man, humans are cruel. Humans are cruel creatures. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This update is now available, so download link in the description below. If you happen to download it, send me some screenshots. I know you guys are going to be downloading this update like crazy, because now it is actually compatible with survival mode, a feature you guys have been asking for so long. So it's finally out. Download it now. And if you guys enjoyed this video as well, remember to go ahead, snap that like button right in half, subscribe, and then also turn on your bell notifications. But I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.